Hey, what's up guys? QUAKING here, bringing you my AP Academy Season 3 Semifinals Team Builder and Battle versus Zombie. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like the video. If you guys like the run I'm currently going on in APA, hopefully we can get to the championship, but we'll see. And make sure you give a subscription, I greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, now we're in semifinals, which was something I was definitely hoping going into the season. I mean, I was hoping to win the championship, but after my draft, I felt pretty confident that I could, at least make playoffs and then make a good run in playoffs. So, honestly, I would be kind of disappointed if I at least didn't make finals. Maybe not necessarily win, but at least if I didn't make finals, I'd be pretty upset, especially being the number 2 seed in playoffs, going 9-1 and so much differential, and especially with the tough competition that we've had. I'm pretty happy with my success, but hopefully we can continue after this game against Zombie. So, as we can see here, Zombie's team, he went 8-2 in the regular season, finished as a 6th seed, and won his last playoff game. So, definitely someone to not underestimate. He beat mid, actually. So, I was probably suspecting I was going to be playing mid, honestly, in the semis, but good for Zombie that he was able to get that win. And honestly, it's not the most threatening team, in my opinion, but still very good. And he's basically carried with 3 Pokemon, his Gengar, Kommo-o, and Copperajah. So in this matchup, they're all coming. Copperajah, I think, is the most threatening as a G-Max mon. I faced it earlier in the season, and Steelix was my answer. So I'm sure you could suspect what type of Steelix I would bring because I've already brought it to a game to counter the Copperajah, so I feel like I almost have to do it again. Maybe not necessarily. Gengar, super threatening. I don't really have a switch into like Life Orb Modest, and he can run Life Orb Modest Gengar just because it outspeeds max speed Obstagoon by 1 point. So I fully imagine that it's going to be a Modest Gengar. It could be Scarfed to outspeed Dragapult and Zeraora, or Life Orb would just be a terribly annoying breaker for my team. So depending on what he wanted on this team, his Choice Scarf options are kind of limited. Like Rotom Wash doesn't really make sense. Scarf because I have 3 ground types. Whimsicott isn't weak. It's pretty weak. As a Scarfer, Ditto obviously is there, but it's unreliable. And like Kommo-o doesn't make sense to Scarfer. So it makes sense that Gengar is going to be a Scarfer to outspeed Dragapult, Zeraora, but in case it is a breaker, I just want to make sure I have ways to beat that. The Rotom Wash, probably a little bit more threatening than the Kommo-o. Rotom Wash is just annoying in general, especially I found out using it for free WT, but I have a Grass type in Roserade, which can handle Rotom Wash with really no issues. Otherwise, it could be pretty bulky, and with like Will-O-Wisp to annoy the Zeraora, the Mamoswine, the Togekiss, could definitely be problematic for my team, and Hydro Pump to hit my Colossal. Kommo-o, also a guaranteed bring. I think the first 5 mons on the list are guaranteed bring. Well, these top 4 plus Incineroar, I think they're all guaranteed brings. Kommo-o could either be a Dragon Dance, Autonomize, defensive with a Body Press and Rest. Could be an option, like a Rest, Chesto Berry, Iron Defense, Body Press, and then maybe a Drag move to hit the Dragapult. Could definitely see that as an option. I could see it being Rocks as an option. Autonomize would outspeed my entire team, but would have to watch maybe like Yachi Berry for like a Ice Shard Mamoswine. So Incineroar, definitely threatening. Close combat plus like Poison Jab to hit the Togekiss. Seems like a pretty decent combination there. Incineroar, my fire resist is Gastrodon, which is a pretty good one. And Cramorant. And Colossal. Colossal is unreliable with rocks. And Incineroar has Earthquake. Cramorant takes on Incineroar pretty well, but he does have a Rotom and Gengar, so it seems problematic, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that I bring Cramorant. Gastrodon is probably the best answer for Incineroar, but I don't know if Gengar's matchup, or Gastrodon's matchup makes a lot of sense in this game. So those 5 are definitely coming. The last 6, really a toss-up. I could definitely see Marriage in almost anything in his bottom 6. I think Mr. Rhyme has I guess a chance to come as something that's kind of bulky and hits decently hard. Just as like a 6 mon. Whimsicott could come, but seems pretty limited and hard countered by a lot of things on my team, mainly the Roserade. Ditto, Kokum, it's unreliable though. Hippopotas cancels Zera Aura, but otherwise it's pretty unreliable. Volibee, maybe a special defensive set can handle a Dragapult, but otherwise, like Zera Aura, Mamoswine, Obstagoon, Togekiss all take advantage of that Steelix. Cramorant, I have Zera Aura and Gastrodon, so I really don't see that Mon coming. So, looking at this matchup, I like the offense on my team, particularly Zera Aura, Mamoswine, Obstagoon. I think those three just match up really, really well against this team. Rotom Frost as an okay matchup as well. Dragapult's matchup, I feel like it's not as great. He has a Volibee that can handle Spadef. Ditto can revenge kill. Whimsicott can take some surprise hits, and it's a fairy type. Mr. Rhyme can live Specs Shadow Ball, which is kind of surprising, but his Special Def is pretty good. Incineroar can be AV. Incineroar has Bulletproof to be immune to Shadow Ball. So definitely annoyances there. And if it's like a Scarf Gengar, it would outspeed my Dragapult. And Copper Jaw G-Maxed. So Dragapult doesn't have the greatest matchup in this game, which is annoying, but I think I'll be able to overcome it. So the first Pokemon I said I felt like was really good in this matchup is the Zera Aura. Debated between Leftovers, decided with Lumberry on this set just to take on the Rotom. I didn't feel comfortable bringing this set and setting up a bulk up as long as the Rotom was alive because it could Will-O-Wisp me. It was a 2-hit KO to kill with Plasma Fist if I'm at +1. And then if he gets a burn off, then my Zera Aura is not as useful at all. Play Rough is there to hit the Kommo-o, basically. Plasma Fist, like with max attack, kills the Gengar after rocks, which is definitely nice. And then Close Combat is there to hit like the Incineroar and the Copper Jaw especially. Bulk Up can kind of take on the Copper Jaw. If I'm at +2, I can live any one hit from the Copper Jaw. Not the greatest. Exchange there, and +2 Close Combat doesn't kill Copper Jaw, which is also unfortunate, but I guess if I can weaken it, like if I could do 80% plus in exchange for killing me, I guess that's worth it. The Copper Jaw is pretty annoying, but I don't know if I'd like that exchange necessarily. But yeah, just something fast. The speed allows me to add speed, max speed Gengar by 1 point. So I just went with plus speed nature, but then max attack, and then the rest in bulk to maybe set up bulk ups a little bit more reliably. Obstagoon has a really, really nice matchup in this game. He doesn't have a switch in. Like Kommo-o gets to a KO by Facade after rocks. If he's max defensive. Before rocks, he does have a chance to live too. So something to watch out for. Knock off Facade, low kick, parting shot. So I don't have Obstruct, I believe is the move, so I can get a guaranteed Guts off and get my Flame Orb activated. So I do want to make sure I figure out some way this game to get that activated. And because Zera Aura doesn't have Volt Switch, it's going to be harder for my Obstagoon to get off to get the Flame Orb activated. But yeah, he doesn't have a switch into this. Like Gengar can switch into Facade, so I do have to be careful for that. I'll probably be spamming knockoff more likely just to make sure I hit the Gengar if he wants to be super aggressive. I guess unless the Kommo is in or something. Incineroar doesn't even take 2 Facades. Rotom Wash, I can knock off any item, and then Facade will kill after that. I can knock off Hippopotas item, Eviolite, which would be annoying for my Zera Aura set because I don't hit the Hippopotas. Zera also doesn't hit Whimsicott, but like Obstagoon would do a lot of damage, and I can live a Moonblast from Whimsicott unless it's very offensive. Low kick, 2 KOs, G-Maxed Copper Jaw. So that means I'll OHKO a non-G-Max Copper Jaw. So definitely solid there. And like if a Rotom Wash is in at full, at worst I can just Parting Shot out and go into like my Roserade, which is going to take nothing from it because I do bring it spoilers. Speed allows me to add speed in the Rotom Wash. Fairly straightforward set. What's not as straightforward is this Mamoswine set. So I have some bulk, attack, and speed with Focus Sash. Otherwise, the moves are extremely standard. So I have this set as my lead because I really don't have great answers to Kommo on this team. To an extent, Incineroar as well. But just his offense was kind of weird. So if I wanted, like I have a fairly offensive team. And that's the problem I've had with Obstagoon in general with this team. I feel like I should have brought it to more It's probably came to about half my matches, but I feel like it's a good enough mon. It should come to more. I think it was my second or third. No, I think it was my third pick. But it just a defensive synergy it has my team is pretty bad. And, like, Mamoswine is also pretty hard wall breaker, and like the ground typing for Mamoswine, I just appreciate more with this team, even though I have 2 other ground types. Offensively, I like what Mamoswine can check than what Obstagoon can check. So it's been tough to bring that, and I feel like I have to sacrifice some defensive capabilities with the team, especially because I have Zeraora and Dragapult too. So it's a very offensive team, which I definitely like, but the defensive backbone can definitely be a little bit more annoying. But anyway, we're talking about Mamoswine here. So with the attack, it kills a max HP Kommo-o. If it goes, like, turn 1, if Kommo-o, this is going to be my lead. If Kommo-o goes for close combat and going to kill my Mamoswine, I can live with a Focus Slash and then kill with Icicle Crash with my attack investment. I don't have to worry about Icicle Crash in the Ice Shard and him switching out into like a Rotom Wash, and then I'm kind of stuck. So hopefully that scenario can come up. The special defense investment is there to take a modest energy ball from Gengar if it's scarfed after rocks, just in case the rocks do come up later in the game. Not after the Steel Spike, but I would live after rocks, which is nice. The speed allows me to add speed, max speed Adamant Incineroar. Jolly can be problematic, but I'm not too worried about him bringing a Jolly Incineroar, just because it doesn't really make sense with my speed tiers. But I could see him being more speedy to like get a surprise kill on my Mamoswine if I don't invest much speed. Because honestly, I don't need much speed based on his speed tiers for my Mamoswine. But I do want to make sure I do add speed the Incineroar. And the rest goes into a physical defense. So yeah, Icicle Crash really only there for the Kommo-o. Earthquake hits basically the rest of his team outside of Whimsicott, which is Icicle Crash. And Volabee's also with Icicle Crash. Earthquake doesn't hit the Rotom Wash. I mean, nothing on this set hits the Rotom Wash, but I do have ways to handle it. Like the Obstagoon can take hits okay. Zeraora has the Lumberry, and then the next 2 months can handle the Rotom Wash well. So I'm fine with this Mamoswine set. Next Pokemon is Scarf Dragapult. I've been liking Scarf Dragapult more and more that I've been using it. It might be the best set just because, like, you don't have to worry about, like, any setup. This will basically add speed anything you wanted to. And this will add speed +2 Kommo-o in case we get to Autonomize up. Like, Autonomize, Fighting, Poison Jab for my Togekiss, and maybe, like, a Dragon move for my Dragapult. It's just really good against my team. So the speed allows me to guaranteed add speed +2 Kommo-o, and then I'll kill with Dracometer in return unless I miss. Shadow Ball, just in general, hits his team very hard. Minus like the Incineroar, which Draco hits pretty well. Volibee might live 2 hits if it's special defensive, even after rocks. But again, I have Zeraora, Obstagoon, Mamoswine, and Steelix as my last mon, too. I'll handle the Volibee. Copper Shot is a problem with this set. I have Fire Blast to hit it, but I'm not going to be doing a ton to it. I do like 40% to max HP Copper Shot if it's G-maxed, which is pretty good, but it's going to be tough for me for going Fire Blast in general in this game, I feel like, just because he has the Kommo-o and the Incineroar and the Rotom Wash. And U-turn for momentum. Next Pokemon I have is the Roserade. Citrus Berry, special defensive. I've probably brought a lot of offensive Roserades, but I'm going a little bit more bulky this time. And this allows me to take 2 Life Orb Sludge Waves from Gengar if no rocks are up. If rocks are up, then there's a chance at 2 KOs. Which is just super annoying. Like, Gengar's so annoying for my team. I do expect Scarf more often than not. So my Roserade should be able to take on the Gengar with really no issues. If it has a Psychic coverage, then that's annoying. But I don't really think it brings it. I think it's going to be Stabs, Focus Blast, and Energy Ball to hit the Gastrodon. I think makes a lot of sense. And like Focus Blast would hit the Steelix and the Colossal. Extra Sentry hits the Gengar and the Kommo-o. I was thinking about going Dazzling Gleam. It hit the Kommo-o, like killed Kommo-o, but I figured hitting both Gengar and Kommo-o was going to be better, even if I only do like half the Kommo-o. Sludge Bomb hits the rest of his team. Doesn't handle the Copper Jaw, which is problematic because the Dragapult also doesn't handle the Copper Jaw. But Zeraora, Close Combat, Low Kick Obstagoon, Earthquake Mamoswine, And Steelix should all be able to handle the Copper Shot okay. And I could at least Sleep Powder the Copper Shot, so hopefully I can neuter it and land it, because I've not been landing Sleep Powders this season. I think I'm 3 for 9 or 3 for 10 so far this season landing Sleep Powders. It's just been crazy my luck. And the last Pokemon I have is Physically Defensive Steelix to try to live Copper Shot hits. Last time I was Iron Defense Rest, which was cool, but it doesn't really have that much utility outside of only handling the Copper Shot, and I wanted a little bit more flexibility. And another thing I wanted this set for was just in case it was a Dragon Dance or a Iron Defense Kommo-o. It could be very annoying. So if rocks are up, I can protect, get the full HP, and then at worst I can roar out a Kommo-o to prevent it from sweeping. And I don't expect it to have soundproof. I expect that bulletproof to take Shadow Balls from my Dragapult. I could have ran Dragon Tail to like circumvent that issue at all and deal super effective damage too, but there's a chance it misses. So I don't want to lose on a chance of missing. Toxic is there in case like the Incineroar probably wouldn't be a switch in. Rotom Wash, Whimsicott, I guess could be switch ins. Hippopotas into Steelix. I can Toxic, Protect, and then rack up damage that way. And I should be able to wear them down so that way Zeraora or Obstagoon can revenge kill the more bulkier mons. Body Press is there to do a lot of damage to Copper Shot. I believe I 2-hit KO G-Maxed even, which is definitely nice. That's my team. Let's get right into the game. Hey, what's up? QUAKING here, bringing you my APA Academy Season 3 Semifinals match against Zombie, coach of the Victoria Victinis. Very excited for this match, very nervous, but I feel like I should be doing okay. I feel like my team is just super good. So if I don't make at least finals, maybe not win it, but at least make finals, I'll be pretty disappointed in myself, especially being the second seed. So I feel like I should at least get to the finals. But Zombie is definitely not someone I want to take lightly. So I'm trying all out to try to win this game. As you saw in the team builder, I feel like Zeraora plus Obstagoon just go really in this matchup. Mamoswine as a lead to handle the Kommo-o potentially, because fighting coverage just does really well against my team. I don't really have a great answer for the Kommo-o necessarily. I have a lot of ways to revenge kill it though, especially like with Dragapult. Dragapult revenge kills the Gengar and the Kommo-o, which is great, and he might not expect me to be Scarf. And I also had to be an autonomized Kommo-o, which he might not expect. Roserade to handle the Gengar somewhat, and the Steelix to handle the Kommo-o okay. I can at least prevent it from sweeping, and then Copper Shot. So I imagine Gengar, Kommo-o, Incineroar, Rotom, and Copper Shot all come, and then maybe the Hippopotas as an answer to the Zeraora. Could be Ditto, could be Whimsicott, maybe even Volibee if he's more afraid of Dragapult, but I think Incineroar is probably good enough in that type role. I don't really see Mr. Rhyme or Cramorant coming in this game, so let me challenge Zombie. Okay, and we're right into this game. Okay, so a lot of the mons that I expected Mr. Rhyme to come. Gengar, Kommo-o, Incineroar, Rotom Wash, Mr. Rhyme, and Copper Shot. So let me get this set up. Leading with the Mamoswine 100% because its speed's supposed to Copper Shot, and the Kommo-o if he wants to lead with either of them. Zeraora just looks like it goes in this matchup, especially because I changed from leftovers to Lumberry on my Zeraora. So yep, could leave my Mamoswine. I'm not sure if Zombie's going to be live recording this or not, but obviously as you guys see I am. So again, very excited for this match. Yeah, Mr. Rhyme's coming. Interesting. Special defensively, it might take 2 Dracos. I'd imagine it would. Let me open up the damage calc on the side here. So let's see. Dragapult to Mr. Rhyme. Yeah, it'll take 2 Dracos. Not 2 Shadow Balls, but it takes 2 Dracos. Doesn't take 2 Shadow Balls or 2 Fire Blasts, which is definitely something I'm okay with. Yeah, so interesting here. I guess he sees that I really don't have a fighting answer. So Kommo-o looks really free for him. Incineroar is also pretty problematic. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. So maybe I can debate for a couple seconds and wait if I want to see, but it would be very ideal if he goes for rocks and I kill an Icicle Crash. Oh, 1000% take that. And I'm even okay if like this next exchange is me going for Icicle Crash, he goes into Rotom. I can scout out what type of damage it is and then go into my Roserade, and then he could Volt Switch right there. He could Hydro Pump, and then I'm in pretty good position. But yeah, I'm going to just Icicle Crash. And hopefully I don't miss. I am Focus Sash. Yep. I'll be taking any one hit and should kill this Kommo-o, unless if he's very physically defensive. I see. Okay, yeah, he does go into the Rotom Wash. Okay, 17%. That seems like pretty decent damage. Let's see, level 50. I gotta keep changing these calcs level 50. Okay, now it's physically defensive. Yeah, actually that's like... Yeah, max physically defensive bold. And I expect he's Citrus Berry. Yeah, I'm gonna go into my Roserade. Mr. Rhyme comes out. Do I not just go into Mamoswine? Especially because I have Thick That. He's not going to be doing much to me. And Earthquake's going to be doing a lot in return. How much does Roserade take from an Ice Beam? Like 50%. If he's some speed, he would add speed to me. Would it make sense for him to have a lot of speed? I think not really. So I could go for a Sleep Powder here. I wonder why he made that switch. I feel like Mamoswine is a safer answer, but it would be nice to have something that can 100% take rocks. I'm going to go for the Sleep Powder here. Okay, and I land. That's a miracle. And he's a bulkier set, I suppose. So let me see. Double check Mr. Rhyme. It gets Brick Break, so something to take on the... Or Focus Punch, Focus Blast. I'm going to go into Obstagoon and get my guts up. He wakes up. Freeze Dry. Okay. that was a little bit scary. So he's not Scarfed. Obstagoon. Mr. Rhyme. Freeze Dry. Yeah, not Special Attack invested. If he's max defensive, he can take a knockoff, especially if he's like Colbur Berry. So I think I Parting Shot. He could go for Focus Blast here. I think my Obstagoon is too important to keep, or too important to make sure it stays healthy. So I'm gonna go for Parting Shot. I think into the Mamoswine, even though... Let me see, he's thinking about this move. Focus Blast. To the Mamoswine at -1, because I don't think he's much special attack. He wouldn't 2 KO me. So that's pretty clutch. Yeah. I'm going to go for the Parting Shot. Because I think the Kommo is too valuable, or the Obstagoon is too valuable to let me potentially die if he's Colbur Berry. He's really debating about it, but I can't take that risk. And I can't really get rocks up either, just because the Mr. Rhyme has Rapid Spin. And I think I do want to keep the Sash on the Mamoswine, ideally. Have the Sash on the Mamoswine and essentially a Sash on the Steelix. Especially if he does get rocks up, I can protect, get up the full HP, and then at that point I can go for a Roar or Body Press or Toxic, depending on the situation. And am I really that worried about a Mr. Rhyme? I don't think so. I feel like I can bulk up. It's something that I can bulk up with the Zeraora. I can bulk up on like the Incineroar, and I can bulk up on the Kommo-o and the Rotom Wash. If he's Life Orb Kommo-o, then I do have to watch out for that, but at worst, if he's Dragon Dance, then at least I'll be getting a +1 defense boost to go with his attack boost. Okay. Do I not just go Zero Aura? Especially if Kommo-o is -1. And just play her off. I kill. And I could go for +1. I think I like going for +1 right here. Does +2 Plasma Fist kill the Rotom Wash? If I get the +2, it's kind of close. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Zero Aura and go for a bulk up. I think he has to be Scarf Gengar to revenge the Zero Aura. I don't think Incineroar even reliably revenge kills Zero Aura just because I'm so fast. And Hydro Pump's not 2 KOing from the Rotom Wash either, so I can get the +2 on it. Oh no, I don't have Bolt on the Rotom Wash. So, yeah, no, I won't kill it +2. So, yeah, I would go for the... Okay, so I'm at +1, +0. Do I want to weaken this? I think that answer is yes, because this mon is very problematic. So, +0. If he's max attack, I'm doing like 60 to 80%, and Flare Blitz max attack, he's doing like 60 to 70%. So it's a lot. Close combat does nice damage to him. If I get the +1 attack, I kill. If he's not max attack, I do like 80 to 90%. Yeah, I think I'm fine with close combating here. Okay. So let's see. That does not as much damage as I thought it would do. So I'm at +0 Incineroar. Is it? It's not max defensive. But I don't like the role of, let's see, Incineroar Earthquake. Yeah, and it looks like no attack. No attack, Incineroar. Going for a, I have to go for second close combat here. The Gengar can come in, but don't really care. And Plasma Fist isn't going to be killing. So is there Incineroar. Yeah, this could be, it's not max defense, but it's a lot of defense. Yeah, I don't like the chance of Plasma Fist killing. Okay. So, alright, I'm up 6 to 5. Incineroar, which I don't really have a fire answer for, is down. So that's great. He still doesn't have rocks in the field. So Mamoswine is nice. And Steelix is also pretty good in this. So let's see, the Incineroar is down. So that's also one less answer for the Dragapult potentially. So that's nice. Gengar comes in. It has to be Scarfed, right? I mean, I'm going into Roserade 100% here. Let's see, the Gengar. Oh, nice, nice. I like that damage a lot. I like that damage a lot. Oh, boy. So, I think he has to be... I mean, he could be Timid. That could be a max roll Timid. So, Scarf Gengar. I like going for the Sleep Powder here. Okay. Copperajah could be an answer here. Yeah, I don't have to go for... So let's see. Shadow Ball. At most, it does 40%, so bring me to 25%. And then I grab another 25 or 25 from synthesis, yeah, or 25 from the citrus berry, and I can synthesis up later. So I don't have to do that now. I can go Zeraora and Plasma Fist. Okay, nice. So that was his guaranteed 1 turn of sleep. Man, I'm hitting all my sleep patterns this game. I guess is most important for playoffs. Let's see, Mr. Rhyme. I 2-hit KO if he's max HP. If he's physically defensive, I might not 2-hit KO. But what's the switching into a Plasma Fist? He really doesn't have one. Yeah, Kommo-o, sure. And then I just play rough afterwards. That does like nothing though. Let's see. Kommo-o. That's where having Taunt here would be not that bad. Plasma Fist. Yeah, this could be max physical defensive. Yeah, but I go for the play rough here. And I believe I 2-hit KO even if he gets a Iron Defense up. And he'll be super, super low. So where I just go into Obstagoon, I would imagine. I'll have to double. So it's double check, but yeah, player up does a lot, 75%. Okay, and he kills me with body press. So my Zeraora is down, but the Kommo-o is basically neutered. And I still again have the essentially the Focus Sash, my Mamoswine, and the Steelix. So I'm really liking how this is looking. Zeraora is down, which was just a big threat in general, but and that was like a pretty, if he's max, and then that was a pretty high roll just then with the play rough. Roserade could just come in and an extra sentry. I don't think I like that though. Let's see, Obstagoon, low kick doesn't kill. I have to go for Facade. Honestly, I'm okay with that. This Mamoswine Ice Shard probably kills, but then the Rotom comes out, and I don't really like that. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Facade and kill this Kommo-o. If he goes into Gengar, then so be it. That's kind of crazy, but it's not that crazy, but it is what it is. My Roserade is just such a solid answer. And even if, like, so, he could make the Gengar play, and then I'm forced to go Roserade, he could go Copper Shot. Okay, well, I just kill, so. There were, like, a series, like, 3 plays that could happen. Like, he could have gone Gengar there, then doubled into Cop if I go into my Roserade, and then I'd have to go in my Steelix, but I'm honestly okay with that matchup. I'd probably lose my Steelix, but I would get rid of the G-Max from the Copper Shot, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. He doesn't have anything to revenge kill this outside of Gengar going for yeah, let's see if he kills with Sludge Wave. Yes, he does. So yep, I will be making my play into Roserade. He could go into the Copper Shot here, but I wouldn't sack off the Roserade. It's too important for this Gengar. But like clicking Scarf Shadow Balls looks pretty decent, especially once the Copper Shot is done G-maxing. And obviously that Obstagoon just does so much damage every time it comes in. I just knock off at this point because the Kommo-o is down and the Incineroar is down. He doesn't have a knockoff switching. Like Copper Shot, sure. I just go for low kick afterwards and do a crap ton. Let's see, does he go for Sludge Wave? Ah, it's a crit. That's unfortunate. So let's see. Maybe I can find out if he's a... So he could be timid or modest. Timid or modest Gengar. Okay. I go in my Steelix. And I guess I'll find out if this is Scarfed or not. Where do I sack this off? Now I don't need to sack this off yet because I can synthesis on the Rotom and still keep this mon pretty useful. Okay, great. So let's see, Steelix, Rotom Wash, level 50. Yeah, because I'm very confident this is Scarfed Gengar. So I go for the Toxic on the Rotom, or I think I go for the Toxic here. Rotom takes 30 to 37%. Actually, I could make the double into Roserade. There is a chance that he goes into Comp for a shot, though. So I'm going to go for the Toxic. Okay, great. Ah, of course I miss. That's really unfortunate. The crit plus the miss. Ah, boy. Roserade. I mean, I'd take hits pretty easily. You could go for Volt Switch here. And then you get to kill a Gengar, and Volt Switch is an easy play for him to make here, too. Hydro Pump would bring me down to my Sash. Yeah. Okay, he goes for Hydro Play. Great. I just have to hope that he has... I have a little bit of speed on this, not much at all. But I think he's pretty much max, so... let's see. Double check that Hydro Pump damage. I should... Yes, that's like a pretty high roll, pretty high roll with no special attack. Yeah, this Roserade does nothing to Copperajah, which is unfortunate. Yeah, this Gengar's problematic. Okay, Mr. Ryan comes out. Mr. Rhyme. Freeze Dry. It's not doing that much to me. I think I just stay in and synthesis up and stay at full HP. And, okay, what does he go for? Focus Blast. Okay. Okay, no, I figured he'd have a fighting move. Focus Blast, Mr. Rhyme. Do I just go for Sludge Bombs on this? Sludge Bomb is doing 30 to 37%. If I get a Poison, that seems pretty nice. He has Slack Off, which is problematic. Kinda. Yeah, I could Sleep Powder here and go into Steelix. What does Steelix do? Steelix does like 50%. So does Mr. Rhyme, not much. Yeah, I think I like going for Sleep Powder here. So this is a guaranteed turn. If he sleeps 3 turns, I kill with 3 Sludge Bombs. I don't kill it. There's a chance I kill with 3 Sludge Bombs. It's like, if he's max HP... If he's max HP, I think I kill with 3. If he has special defense, then there's a chance that he takes 3. Yes, this Roserade is definitely doing some damage. Yeah, really, any other play is risky. All right, he goes into this. Okay, yeah, I go into my... do I go into... What mon do I go into? He's gonna go for Max Quake here, I imagine. Earthquake's doing a lot of damage. It's problematic that I can't do anything to the Gengar, but Yeah, I think Steelix is my play. 252. Adamant. Earthquake. The Steelix level 50 is not to a KOing. Heat Crash. Activates the sun, which is annoying. How much does Heat Crash do to Mamoswine? Same as Max Quake. I have the Sash, and Mamoswine is doing 50%. The Obstagoon Revenge Kill afterwards. It's a pretty decent chance. And I can also go into a Steelix and Protect. Yeah, this is tough. If he goes for Max Flare, that's annoying. And he could just go for this. If he goes for the Steel move, then my Mamoswine is even less useful. So yeah, I think I go into Mamoswine here. Alright, he goes for Earthquake. And he doesn't G-Max, that's interesting. So Mamoswine to Copperjaw. Not Dynamax, Earthquake. Doing 40% is alright, so Copperjaw. Yeah, I just go for the Earthquake here. Doesn't matter if he brings in the Rotom. He could Willow here. Volt Switch. I think it's Citrus Berry on the Rotom. Yeah, I think he's going to be aggressive in Volt Switch in the Copperjaw. So I'm going to go for the Rocks here. I can make the Rotom play afterwards. Or I can go into Roserade on the next turn. Will-O-Wisp is kind of a safe play, but if I get Rocks up, then Mr. Rhyme is getting chipped. Okay. So let's see, Mamoswine is 113. Is there a chance he's Scarfed? Just very bulky? There's definitely a chance. Yeah, so there's definitely a chance that he's bulky Scarfed. Let me see the damage before. Yeah, so Mamoswine on the Rotom. Icicle Crash. Yeah, he has to be like... He could be like max defensive timid. So Scarf Rotom is a possibility. Scarf doesn't kill. I think I just go into my Obstagoon and knock off. Because if he's Scarfed, then I'll get rid of it, and then I should kill with a second hit. This Obstagoon is very problematic for him. Yeah, that was very annoying that I missed that Toxic earlier. Okay. Rocky Helmet. He could kill with Hydro here. Okay, he does. So he had a little bit of speed on his Rotom. Okay, that's annoying. Because I thought I had a decent amount of creep on my Mamoswine. So I'm down to 3 Mons. And I don't have Rocks up. So I have to check to see if I kill Gengar or not. Rotom. Let's see, I'm down 4 Mons. He lost his Incineroar and Kommo-o. So let's see how I'm gonna approach this in the game. So Dragapult looks really nice. Steelix is Copperjaw is problematic because he hasn't G-maxed, and I don't have any damage on it yet. Yeah, that Toxic was very unfortunate because this would probably be dead at this point. Roserade does nothing to the Copperjaw, but does a lot to his team otherwise. I can't go Steelix, I have to go Dragapult. Shadow Ball should kill. Yeah, Shadow Ball kills. U-turn doesn't kill. Because he's pretty physically defensive, but not fully. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see it later what his spread was. The question is, do I stay in if he brings in the Copperjaw here? And rely on my Roserade beating this Gengar. If he's Trick, that's also a possibility. Let's see. Hopefully he brings in the Gengar here. That would be great. Shadow Ball kills. Okay. I have to go Steelix. If I can get a Heavy Slam on this Copper Jaw, then Fire Blast. I mean, Fire Blast is also nice. Let's double check to make sure that's the right play. Yeah, so Copper Jaw, just max HP. I'm not assuming it's special defensive. I don't think I can really do that at this point. So Fire Blast, I mean Shadow Ball right now does 34 to 41%. Max attack, adamant, max Steel Spike probably kills. So yeah, I go into my Steelix. Gengar, I should be killing with a Shadow Ball. And Mr. Rhyme, I'm not too worried about. Yeah, so I think I have to keep this Dragapult. If he goes for the Fire move, it might not be bad. My Dragapult probably does a lot of damage with Fire Blast to it. Max Quake comes out. Special defense. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. D-Max. Adamant. Yeah, so we got a pretty high roll with max attack Adamant. I think I protect here. If he goes for the Fire, that would be... Yeah, if he's in the sun, like if he goes for the, yeah, okay. It's not the worst if he goes for the max flare right here, because I do live a Heavy Slam from full HP. And Fire Blast should 2 a KO in the sun, even with a +1 SPDF. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the protect here. Okay, Max Quake comes out. Hits me a little bit. I should be living this hit. Now the question is, do I roar? Dragapult, the Copper Jaw. I'm not doing any damage to it. I think I have to roar. Yeah, this is gonna be tough. Let's see, Steelix. I'm doing like 50%. He's gonna go for another Max Quake. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Roar. Okay. Oh, Roar doesn't work on this. I totally forgot. I thought about that as I was going for the move. I think I lost because of that. Yeah, because I didn't even get any damage on this. Okay, Earthquake. Dragapult. Oh man, that stinks. I'm going to lose the game because of that. Yeah, now he's at +3. Fire Blast is doing 25%. Nothing. And Roserade takes over 50%. Yeah, I have to sack off the Roserade here. Go for Protect with the Steelix. Hopefully I live a hit. And roar him out. Yeah, he's already asleep. I'll Synthesis up in case he's worried about something. Okay. No. I could go... Yeah, I'm gonna go Dragapult here. Yeah, he hits me with a Earthquake, which is unfortunate. No, I can't even go into Steelix here. He's gonna just... Yeah, this is a pretty tough spot. I think I lose. Man, that's unfortunate. I totally forgot about Roar. I think I was in a really bad shape either way. I was thinking about slow U-turning into Steelix, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Fire Blast, Dragapult. I don't even have Curse Body, I have Infiltrator. I got to go for the me see. There's a crit. Crit doesn't kill. A burn? Oh, okay. All right, I have a chance. Well, I actually have a chance. That is unbelievable. Yeah, actually, I think I have a decent chance to win this game. All right, go into this, and synthesis up. Man, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry, zombie. I'm still doing 50%. That is so much damage. Man, that is, yeah, that just stinks. Yeah, I'm getting all the way healthy with this. Yeah, I mean, Fire Blast, crit, or a burn was the only chance I won that game. Man, I feel so bad. Because I think I win this game. Unless if the Gengar is a lot of bulk. Or if he's Sash. Yeah, I can't go into a Steelix at this point. I go for extra sentry, maybe get a flinch. Yeah, I synthesis up here. Extra sentry, maybe I get a flinch. I wouldn't deserve that though. How much does Dragapult do to Mr. Rhyme? Right to a KO. He's been asleep for one turn. Unless if he's very special defensive. I have to go into Dragapult here. And go for Shadow Ball. Man, that stinks for a zombie. And I just goofed up with the Dynamax. Like as soon as I clicked it, I knew it was gonna be a mistake. I think I was delayed in my reaction here, but oh man. Yeah, even if I got a heavy slam off, it would have been at 50% plus 3 SPDF. So I think regardless, I had to go for two fire blasts have killed the Copperajah. Let's see. Mr. Ryan comes in. Okay. Plus 3. Yeah, 2 Fire Blasts probably killed the Copperajah. But, alright, we'll have to go for Shadow Ball here. Does he wake up? He doesn't, and I win. Okay. I think I win. Yeah, man, that was definitely unfortunate. Unless if the Gengar is, I mean, I don't have anything for my Steelix to hit the Gengar, so it all comes down if I kill the Gengar here. No point in me calcing it. Max damage, or min damage is 106% if he's not bulk invested. But I think he's modest. Scarf. Yeah, if you thought he was if you thought I was Scarfed, I'm surprised he didn't go into this right away for the cursed body effect like that. That could have won the game. Yeah, so definitely stings for a zombie. Definitely didn't deserve that win. Because I just goofed with the Steelix. That was just really bad. But it happened. I will definitely take it, and I'm pretty excited to go on to go to finals. I'm not sure who I would be playing yet. It would either be Vepsis and Helsinki High Dragons, or or Platt, coach of the Delta Glaggers. Platt hasn't lost a game this season, so he's just been on a roll. But like, I just know Vepsis is a good player. So honestly, I think Vepsis is going to come out on this. But we'll see. If Vepsis does come out on it, then it's a pretty epic game. But good game, zombie. Yeah, I had to go for the Fire Blast crit or burn there, and it was fortunate that it worked out for me. The toxic miss on the Rotom was definitely unfortunate, but is what it is. But until next time, later, guys.